Hey everybody, Dirili here. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Reine Des Fleurs. We are still on Leon's path, of course. In the last episode, Louis was just discussing his last meeting with Hubert, how Hubert was talking about how they needed to keep holding ceremonies, but each ceremony that we hold, of course, strengthens the goddess's grasp on Violet's body. Let's see what other news Louis has to tell us about the things that Hubert has said. You can just sit back, relax, and let me read you a story.
Please tell Princess I am looking forward to seeing the goddess resurrected. He just smiled happily as he said that to me.
Everyone, including myself, was at a loss for words. Hubert really wishes for the revival of Milene from the bottom of his heart. That reminded me again that the knights and I were nothing more to him than his pawns. Still, to save Gislan, we need to do the ceremony.
Gislan will certainly be saved, but what will happen to you and Leon?
That's true. The revival of the goddess means the end of Princess. And if I perform the ceremony, then I will... Well, it's not certain. I mean, not one ceremony. I mean, if you perform a lot, yeah, but one more might not hurt. I feel like my blood is freezing. There is only one thing I should do as a Reine. I know what that is, but I just can't say it without hesitation like before. But, still, I have to... Louis sighs at my trembling voice.
Your sad face is absolutely beautiful, but I'm quite tired of it.
Hey you, watch your language!
Excuse me, but since that day, the situation has not progressed. Everyone must be thinking the same thing. You just don't say it because you don't want to hurt Princess's feelings. That's why I'm going to tell you now. You are not qualified as a Reine.
Louis, why would you say such a thing? Think about how she feels.
This is the result of all of you spoiling her all this while.
Yes, they've been coddling me too much. We didn't spoil her. We were just waiting until Princess was mentally prepared.
Princess, don't take him seriously. We never thought that way.
Everyone.
What a beautiful friendship. But unfortunately, I'd rather focus on reality. After observing all these events, I realized that we've been cheated all this time.
Louis, what's wrong with you? Why are you suddenly bringing all this up?
It's simply that all the concerns which have been accumulating in my mind are coming out now. Think about it. The Reine, who is responsible for saving the land, can now only delay the end of the world. Furthermore, that role itself has been neglected. The truth is that she is just a vessel for the goddess. Let me spell it out for you. I am actually considering supporting Hubert, depending on your actions from now on.
Oh, Louis, you're a traitor. Louis just elegantly smiles, while I am left trying to catch my breath. Well, he is a realist if nothing else, but still, he didn't have to be so blunt and rude.
It interests me more to be a knight of the goddess than to remain here as a useless knight of yours.
Well, that sounds like he's already made up his mind, no matter what we decide. Hold on, Louis, what you're saying is unacceptable. Orpheus. I'm sorry, Princess, for his rudeness. It's fine, and Louis... he is right. No, after pledging his loyalty, what he did is totally unacceptable.
Well, in spite of the way he put it, I kinda get what he means.
What? You? Have you lost your mind?
No, I haven't. Asagi, don't you think you're too easy on Princess? We are not her knights.
Shut up! How can you say such things in front of Princess in this situation?
The head of the butterflies is Mr. Hubert. That is also a fact.
Uranami! Ugh, Princess, excuse me. I will not forgive that man. And there she goes again. I think she just really likes to beat up Oronami. Asagi runs after Oronami, and only Ageha and I are left in this room. It's just Louis and Oronami playing the bad guys here. This might be the time. Ageha, I don't want Princess to disappear, so there is only one thing I can do. Do you mean... He is definitely unqualified as a knight, for certain. Ageha. I know, I wouldn't do anything stupid without Princess's order. But, if I had to choose, my mind is ready for that now. In the empty room, I just stand alone. What should I do now? I hold back tears that would easily pour out if I let go, and I regret what I have done. When I look back, I have been indecisive all this time. How can I forget my duty because of my emotions? What Reine stands for, and the knights as well. It is all to save the land. We kept holding those painful ceremonies for that, and they have all supported me as knights. Even though all of that was part of Hubert's plan, that did not change what we had to do. There is no time for me to dwell on the past. After Louis confronted me face to face, I got my thoughts straightened out. All I have to do now is just tell everyone what my decision is. I wonder if everyone is still around. I ask Marianda to find them just in case. Then, I go to the greenhouse. Orpheus must be there. But, when I arrive, I hear the voice of someone that I did not expect.
I can't stand going along with the sweet talk of that saucy southern knight.
It sounds funny to hear Gislan say saucy, even though I kind of the one that left it in the translation, but I kind of liked it.
Don't say that. I already explained it to you. But...
No way. Gislan and Sumabeni.
You found us.
What are you two doing here? Gislan was supposed to be unconscious. Awkward. We all stand there in awkward silence till a carefree voice interrupts us. Oops. This isn't good, Louis. Seems she found out.
Looks like it. Then what should we do?
We better explain everything to her now.
Of course, it is your fault, as you originally planned such a ridiculous farce. But when I told you about the advantages of this, didn't you agree to it? By the way, you're supposed to be at your mansion.
You ruined everything, Gislan. You ruined Louis' plan.
That is... Well, we tried to stay there, but Gislan was worried about Princess. I tried to stop him, but he wouldn't listen. What a stubborn guy. Sumabeni, you...
You guys... Everyone. What is all this? Explain it now. Judging by their conversation, it seems that I was tricked. Gee, you think? Now that I know that. But why did they do this? For what? Sumabeni and Oronami went to explain to the other butterflies, so it is just me and the three knights here now. So, tell me everything right now. Orpheus seems sorry, while Gislan appears rather irritated by the situation and just looks away. Among them, only Louis stands confidently. Apparently he is the mastermind. Yeah, that too was apparent. Louis, I know you did this for a reason, didn't you?
Yes, of course. I apologize for testing you, Princess. But all of this was to break through the current situation, which I have been thinking about.
I wonder if that is true.
Just look at the Reine's face. She is completely doubting you. As I thought,
We crossed the line. Let's apologize. Gislan, Orpheus, can you just keep quiet? Oh. Louis, continue.
It started with the secret meeting between Leon and Princess in the greenhouse. I was actually there that time.
I almost denied it, then realized. The reason the light was on in the greenhouse was because someone had been there after all.
I apologize for overhearing your conversation, which happened as a result. From your conversation, I understand why Leon is hiding. However, that is none of our business. And when I told you about the ceremony before, it is true that's what Hubert said. As a knight, I couldn't ignore the situation.
Even so, you could have just told me this.
Well, that wouldn't do, because I wanted to see Princess's true feelings. I might have exaggerated, but it's true that you pretty much forgot about your duty as a Reine, isn't it? I needed you to make your own decision, otherwise I believed it wouldn't work.
Well, it's a way to make things more extreme, but still I think you could have just told her in the first place instead of all this deceit and drama. You're just as bad as Hubert, not telling us things. Well, okay, not just as bad, because Hubert's basically trying to erase my existence. These guys are just trying to get me to face reality, I guess. I see. Thanks to you, I do feel determined now. I can reasonably think what I should do as a Reine again. When I said that, Orpheus seemed unenthusiastic and opened his mouth. But if this was for Princess, you could have just told us beforehand. I was so mad I almost hit you, but now you just laugh everything off like it was a joke. Asagi was pretty mad too. Not really at Louis, but Uronami.
It is said that to fool the enemy, first deceive your allies. But your response was terrific, Orpheus. Now, if only Gislan had been able to act as if he passed out in front of her.
I can't see Gislan doing an act like that.
Shut up! Not everyone speaks with a forked tongue like you!
They don't even know how I was feeling. However, I find myself smiling to see them conversing as usual. I'm glad to have them as my knights. I truly feel so from the bottom of my heart. The three of you, I'm sorry for worrying you, and thank you. And that's a lovely note to end this episode on. Well, although that was really rather unnecessary, I feel, I guess it is a way to solidify Violet's feelings about the things she's supposed to be doing. And it did make things more interesting. Yeah, I mean, sometimes, the events that they put in these games seems just infuriating and ridiculous, but on the other hand, like I said, it does make things interesting. If everybody acted reasonably all the time, things can get kind of boring. So I can't always make fun of things for being a little bit ridiculous. Alright, let's see what Japanese words of the day we have today. Let me give you some colors today. I'll give you 4, hopefully that won't overload you, but 2 of them you probably know anyway, because black and white are pretty commonly used. Black being kuro, and white being shiro. Kuro, that's black. Shiro, that's white. And I'll give you blue and green. Blue is aoi, which a-o-e, and you run the sounds together, aoi. And green is midori, which you probably heard in other places. There's actually an alcohol called midori. So, midori, midori. Black, kuro, white, shiro, blue, aoi, and green, midori. I hope to see you in my future videos, and I'd be so grateful for any likes, comments, subscriptions, or shares with your friends to show some support. Thank you so much for joining me, and I wish you all health, happiness, and safety. Dirili signing out. Bye-bye, everybody.